Marissa here. There are 7 CardioGolf swing positions. I am a right-handed golfer, so for those of you that are left-handed, you would do the opposite. If I say lead or trail, lead would be the side of your body that's towards the target, trail would be behind. All right, so the first position would be my setup at address. With an iron, generally speaking, the ball would be in the center of my stance. Feet would be about shoulder width apart. I have a slight flex in my knees, and I'm hinging from my hips, keeping my spine angle relatively flat or straight. My back is flat. My arms are hanging straight down from my shoulders, relaxed. I'm in an athletic position here. So the weight would be not on my heels, not on my toes, but relatively flat-footed, if not a little towards the balls of my feet. All right, now from here, as I start my swing, right now I'm creating a letter Y with my arms and the club. So as I start my swing, I'm bringing that letter Y back so everything's staying connected. And so I'm rotating my chest. Both arms are fairly extended. Halfway back, the club face is square, or the toe of the club is facing upwards. So I would not take the club back where the club face is facing down towards the ground or facing up towards the sky. So halfway back position, swinging back, and besides the club face being square, the toe of the club is facing upwards. My left hand, which would be my lead hand, is in a shaking hand position. So if I were to stop halfway, it would be like I'm shaking someone's hand here on the backswing. All right, the third position would be the top of my backswing. So as I swing back, I'm going to rotate more. So the club is moving back. My right elbow is bent, almost like a 90-degree angle, and my left arm is extended. As I'm rotating back to the top of my swing, I can feel more weight shifting back to my back leg and to my back hip. Weight stays on the inside of my back foot. As I swing back to the top of my swing, a couple of checkpoints. Depending on your flexibility, some of us may not go back as far, which is fine, but a couple of checkpoints, if you can get your lead shoulder to the ball and your back facing the target, that's a great backswing because we're making a good rotation. My lead arm, my left arm is fairly straight, my right arm is bent, club is going back. So for me, that is as far as I can go. So if you're more flexible, some of us may be able to get the club parallel to the ground. From here, from the top of my swing, we now move to the transition. So we transition with our lower body. We start the downswing with our lower body. So there is a slight lateral movement towards the target. And as I slide, very, very minimal, lateral movement, that is bringing my club down and my arms close to my body. So this right elbow basically is moving down towards my side. Left arm is still fairly extended. So as I come down, I'm almost keeping a 90-degree angle with my wrist, my arm to the club. So transition, lower body first, brings that club down, and that's about where I would be here. From the transition would bring me to impact. So impact, as I swing back, I am swinging down. Impact would be where the club is square. So my hands are ahead of the club face is square, both arms are extended, all my weight is now moving towards that front leg, or is on that front leg, starting to come off or pivot off the back foot. So we would not, let me rewind on that. With the transition, we would not want to start with our arms or extending our arms. We're keeping everything close to our body, and we're shifting with our lower body. Now with impact, we're keeping everything extended, we're shifting our weight forward, and the club is square. We would not pull our arms in so the club face is open, or hang back and have excessive rolling with my wrist or forearms. So again, swinging back to halfway to the top of my swing, transition down, impact is here. And my head, my eyes are staying on that ball the entire time. From the impact position, we then release the club. So release is extending of the arms. Gravity is pulling the club through. So now everything is shifting, turning, rotating. Both arms are extended. Club face is square. Toe is facing upwards. So it's basically a mirror image of your backswing, or the halfway back position. So arms are extended, still keeping our eye and our head, our eyes on that imaginary ball. An incorrect release would be either keeping the club face open, not extending our arms, pulling our arms in and up, or again, hanging back and flipping our arms over like so. So we are starting at address, starting our backswing, halfway back to the top of our swing, transitioning down through impact, and then we're releasing. We're in this release position. Last position would be the finish. So from the top of my swing, I'm swinging downward, I'm releasing the club, and from here, I'm just going to let the club come up and around all the way to the back of my shoulders, where I'm finishing in balance. Most of my weight is on my front leg, and I'm on my back toe to hold me in this in a balanced finish position. So at address, swinging back with my shoulders, halfway back, toe is up, shaking your hand. To the top of my swing, shoulders at the ball, back is facing the target. Transition, shifting with my lower body, bringing my arms down to impact, club face is square. Then I am from here, from the impact, I am releasing the club. Arms are extended, I'm still staying down in my posture. From here, I let the club come up and over my, for me, the right-handed golfer, over my left shoulder. My chest is facing a target, if not left of the target. My hips, my chest, everything is facing down the fairway. I'm up on my toe. Now, if I don't finish correctly or in balance, I may be falling backwards, or I'm tense and the club stops here. So you want to let momentum, gravity pull that club all the way up and around to a full, complete finish in balance. I tell my golfers you should be able to hold your finish for 3 seconds. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, good. Or imagine that there's cameras down the fairway or at the end of the range, paparazzi, and they're taking your picture. Hold the pose and smile for the camera. So those are the 7 cardio golf swing positions, and practicing practicing them slowly will ingrain the motion, repetition, and stopping and checking the position. And with the CardioGolf club, it's awesome because it's short, so I can swing in my living room freely without hitting any walls or ceilings. And the awesome thing about this club is that because it's short, the club face is closer to your hands, where you can actually monitor very easily how the club is, what the club looks like at each position. Thank you.